vuelta y vive. Gotta live, gotta breathe, gotta eat, gotta dar la vuelta y vive.
All right, well, we're another show of Da La Vuelta y Vive, and your host, Victor Hugo de la Cruz. I got a very, very awesome show for today, and what can I say? If you notice my glasses are broke, is that I came to Mid Valley Boxing Academy, and one of the guys that I'm gonna be interviewing is freaking Mr. Boxing, what do you call it, punching bag? Freaking hit me and broke my glasses. So it's an awesome day. Thank you so much for having me here. And it's I'm gonna go down the line. If you can start off with your name and your weight and what you're gonna be doing, since we're talking about boxing today, right? All right.
My score is I'm gonna be fighting at 145. I usually fight at 135, but change of opponents. So
All right.
My name's Jose Elenicio Sauceda. I'm going to be fighting at 142 pounds. I'm ready. We're on weight. Showtime on Saturday night.
All right. Then we got.
Hello, my name is Ruben Urquiza. I'm fighting at 160, and I'm ready for Saturday. Let's
So
get
you're
it.
the big boy from this group right here.
I'm the big boy in
All
this
right.
time.
The chingazos hurt more, you think?
Nah. I feel like
All
the
right.
122 pounders are the ones that get the speed and the action.
So what's your ring name?
My name is Lobo. They call me
Lobo.
Wolf. Yeah.
Why is that?
I was most of my life alone type. So you know how a wolf, I know they go in packs, but the leader carries out in the back to protect everybody, and that's how I feel.
All right.
So I'm always by myself and just protecting others.
All right. And how about what's your ring name? Put the mic.
I don't. Is it working?
Yeah.
Well, I don't really have a ring name. I just like T800 just because it's the Terminator.
Okay.
I like that, and I fuck around with that. But that's just me.
So you still haven't come up with your name. You're gonna kind of let it be born right there.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck. It's whatever. But
All right. So and what's your ring name over here?
My ring name's Cali Boy.
Cali Boy. Why Cali Boy?
I'm from California.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, and I moved over here, and I just Cali Boy. I mean, my style is a little different, so I mean, it's from California.
So let me start off with you. So what made you get into boxing? Tell me a little bit about what you've done in your boxing career, and let's kind of get to know Cali Boy.
I mean, I actually had no option, so growing up, I had no option. It was just a family thing, and I eventually just fell in love with the sport, and I moved over here, and I just kept on going with it, and I'm here now.
So now you make a transition to the professional arena. How many fights in the amateur arena did you have?
I got like 30 something.
30 something.
Amateurs weren't really my thing, but I mean, I'm definitely ready for pros for sure.
All right. And so, what did you do in school for sports and stuff?
I didn't play no sports at all. I just focused on boxing.
On boxing. That's all you did. Yeah. All right. So we got El Inicio. El Inicio. I'm just gonna wonder what's gonna happen after tomorrow, because tomorrow is gonna be your debut. So how do you feel?
Saturday's going to be the debut.
I mean, I'm sorry. Saturday. No. Well, yeah, it's tomorrow. Tomorrow. This is gonna air tomorrow. No, guys. If we're playing with the days, is because these guys have been working really hard. You see them kind of thin right now. They've been fasting. They've been doing their job because right. Yeah. So I don't know when you started fasting, but they look good. They look in shape, and the reason for that is because tomorrow is when they really earn their books as professionals, right? Because tomorrow is the fight night. Not the fight night, but it's the fight. It's when the fight starts. Because tomorrow you got to meet weight, okay? So I'm not gonna get into none of that because I don't want to give the opposing team any insight on anything. But I will say that y'all look really good, all of y'all. You look really good.
Thank you.
So Marcelo, I'm gonna ask you a question. So I noticed some of the videos that they, I think they did a video on you. Victor, my son, did a video on you. It came out a few days ago. I noticed, and I've seen you. I think I saw you on the amateur. On the amateur, I saw you in Harlingen.
Yeah.
Your signature punch is to the liver.
Yeah.
You like to just go for the liver. There's no hiding it. I mean, you've gotten a little. I mean, you're a little. You know, you're kind of stocky. You're kind of big. You know,
Yeah,
because
I don't want to be, but
I mean, that's what God made you that way. Kind of put your mic right here so we can. So that's your signature punch. We know in recent fights there was a very, very important fight. You know, Ryan Garcia and Tank Davis. You know, and that right there is pretty much Ryan's signature punch also. So as you go on, people are going to start knowing that. What do you think? How are you going to combat that?
Well, so you can't really stop it. Like, it's either your head or your body. So, either you're gonna have to take one punishment. So, and your it doesn't move, so it's just gonna be there. Your head can move all day, but your body's always gonna be there.
So your record right now, your record
2-0.
in pro is
2-0.
2-0. So have you? And they've been knockouts or?
Yeah. The first one was kind of hard because it was kind of like a short notice fight. It was like 3 weeks notice. So I was just cutting weight, but the second one I got it down, and that one went perfect. Second round KO. So.
And was that your signature punch that did it, or?
A little bit. I mean, that punch just set it up a lot. Like, it's like a gas tank. You have a full gas tank in the beginning of the fight, but that brings it down, 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 down. And by the time you know it, your hands are already down here, so your head's open.
So tell me about Marcelo before boxing, before anything. Tell me about what drove you to where you're at right now.
I mean,
To do what you do.
I always liked chingazos. Everybody knew me for that, and like school, I always threw down, and I mean everybody knew me for that. So in like middle school, I caught in like maybe 20 fights. So like by high school, nobody fucked with me. So I was only able to focus on boxing. So it was perfect.
So, you know, getting into a little personal life of Marcelo, I heard from someone that you have some disability that deals with school. Can you tell me about that?
ADHD?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, well that kind of helps me. I don't get tired, so. Fucking Joe, so he's always complaining that I go too many rounds on the pads. But
so what happens? You just freaking black out or what?
I just keep going. At night I can't sleep. I'm up. I'm fucking. I need to exercise, or if not, I just go crazy in my mind. I feel like that helps me, but to like my coaches, it's kind of annoying. But like, for me, it helps.
They get on your nerves.
Yeah, it helps me though. Yeah,
So we have you know, we have a group here, but I mean that's it's interesting because you know there's a lot of kids out there that suffer from that.
Yeah.
And so I mean, watching you now, do you ever think about carrying that? Like you're carrying now a responsibility. I mean, there's kids watching you. There's kids looking at you, looking up to you. Do you kind of think about that?
I never saw it like that, but like whenever we're hitting pads, I see the little kids seeing me, so like, I'm like, fuck, like if I can show them dedication and like if I can show them like what hard work does, then badass. Cause I mean, fuck, like that's badass. But as far as an example, I never wanted to be an example for anybody, but.
You will be. You're not gonna ask for it. It's just gonna happen.
Yeah, I'm never. I don't want to be a bad example. Never.
Yeah.
I don't drink. I drink sometimes. Like after this fight, maybe. But like,
Oh man.
but like no puffing, no nothing. I'm straight and narrow. I'm dedicated to my craft, and
Just gonna, you're just gonna have to watch your cussing a little bit, right? Like fuck
Yeah,
and
maybe,
crap.
maybe sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, but it doesn't really work, so
Yeah,
don't
y'all
worry
can
about
beat
it.
it out, so that's fine.
All right, so let's talk to Cali boy here, Jimmy. So, I saw the videos, and just by looking at you all on the video, how you train, and there was some worry because I saw you, and one thing that I saw about you, to me, you seem like a counter puncher. What do you think about your punch? Do you have a strong punch?
Yeah, I mean, I usually go through everybody to tell you the truth, but I mean, I always stay humble about it. But me personally, I do think I punch pretty hard.
What maintains you humble? Let's talk about that because this is a sport that, let's face it, man. It's like Marcelo said, it's chingazos. You're the big. You want to be the main guy. You want to go in there. So obviously the ego kicks in and all that shit. So what keeps you humble? Because I saw it. What keeps you humble?
That's just how I am. There's nothing to it. That's just how I am. I wasn't raised like that, and that's just who I am. I wasn't raised like that.
Raised in what way? What do you think?
Cocky or think you're better than anyone. Anyone has a chance, and one punch can change the whole game.
Now, and I know you said you started fighting at 8, so pretty much boxing has been a part of your life all the time. At school, how was your life at school? I mean, same guy, humble, quiet?
Yeah, I'm always to myself. In high school, I would eat by myself, so it's just I don't really talk to a lot of people, but I just.
Why'd you eat by yourself?
I mean.
You don't want to chill with me?
You don't want to share?
It's just me, I'm always to myself.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, I just mind my own business and that's it.
All right. El Inicio.
What's up?
And I was just going to ask you that question is, okay, so after Saturday, since you corrected me, right? But, no, who was it? You? Oh, it was you, bro.
I corrected you.
You were the one. So after Saturday, let's say it like that. After Saturday, it's going to be your debut. After that day, you're not going to be El Inicio no more.
Oh, I'm still gonna be El Inicio because.
Okay, so explain Inicio to me.
I'm basically like the beginning of like my family tree. That's what it means to me. Like I'm the beginning because I don't know my real parents. I don't know any blood siblings. So I'm like the beginning of my family. So it's gonna grow. I'm the seed.
Mm-hmm. Interesting. So you don't know your parents?
No, I don't.
Never met them?
Never met them.
Wow.
I was adopted at the age of 3.
Adopted?
Adopted.
And you lived where?
I was born in Houston and raised my whole life in Corpus Christi, Texas. Mm-hmm. And around the age of 15, I lost my adopted mom, and my adopted dad kicked me out the house. We had our differences, and
it was a hard age. Were you at a hard age right there?
Yeah. After that, I moved around a little bit. I was in Houston, San Antonio, Austin, California, Washington, Arizona. I was all over the place.
Wow, you moved around.
And then I made it over here to McAllen in like 2018, 2019, somewhere.
Wow. I also hear you have passed in the amateur.
Oh yes, I have a decent amateur record. I have over like 150 fights as an amateur. My dad fought me a lot. I was in national tournaments and a lot of good shows.
So when you talk about your dad, you're talking about the same dad that
my
threw you
adopted
out.
dad. Yeah. The dad that raised me up.
How old were you when they threw you?
I was adopted at the age of 3.
Yeah, I know, but you told me that. But then you said your adopted mom passed away
at the age of 15.
Yeah, and then your dad kicked you out?
Yeah.
The same dad that trained you.
Yeah, the same
dad that showed you that boxing is the way.
Yeah.
And have you seen him since?
It's been 5 years we haven't talked. I'm now 20 years old. I see him at boxing shows here and there. We don't talk really, but our last encounter was at the Golden Gloves of last year, and I was minding my own business, and he so happened to come into me and just push me, and we had a little exchange of words, but that was it.
So what's going to happen when El Inicio gets his first world title belt?
That's
What's going to happen with that man that you call dad, that trained you, that took you? What do you? I mean, don't you feel inside that you want someone to at least be proud of you?
Oh yeah, I mean, I know he's gonna be proud of me. I did some wrongs growing up. I did some wrongs after he kicked me out the house. But he had his faults too. You know, he wasn't perfect. He wasn't a perfect dad. So I admitted to all my wrongs. I forgave myself, and I've been asking him to forgive me, and I forgave him. I just hope he can return the same energy.
When you all hear this, Jimmy, you know, you grew up and you had your dad and your family in the boxing. Now, you hear your teammate here. You hear that story. What goes through your mind?
Like, it was a hard life. I mean, it's me personally growing up here in the valley. It's just like you see a lot of things like that, and like it sucks to hear that. And it's just like like keep your head up, bro, and like there's not much I can do about it, but like nothing but love, and just I hope the best for him.
Good deal. Marcelo, so you talk about chingazos. How was you said you liked them and you grew up, you fought a lot when you were in school. Why would you fight a lot?
I mean,
Get the mic. Yeah.
I mean, I was a good-looking dude at fucking middle school.
Oh, okay.
So,
A lot of hate.
Yes, you got, Marcelo, you got that right. You were, right?
yeah, I was. now I'm a little feito, but back then I was fucking.
Pretty boy.
You were a stud.
Yeah, I was a stud, and all the ladies wanted me. So like I had to fight a lot of boyfriends. So.
Ah, that's okay.
That's probably why.
So, go to Ruben over here. So El Lobo. So we're expecting that in the future when they say your name, there's going to be a howl throughout the whole arena.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah?
I'm coming out, and
All right.
I'm gonna show out all the time.
All right. So tell me about El Lobo. We get deep in our show, and I kind of try to bring out that in everybody. Lobo. So you mentioned right now the name has some power, some meaning to it, because you talk about a pack and you being the leader, and you being the example, and you being all that. I mean, you said that a while ago. What type of responsibility do you see that you have at this point in time? Are you married?
I'm married.
Yeah.
I got a lot of responsibility. I got a lot of weight on my shoulder, honestly.
Uh-huh.
I got 2 babies to feed, and I got to show out for them. So when they look at me when I grow up, I'm like, that's my dad. My mom, my sisters, they all go through it, and they all see me that I'm pulling through, so they going to pull through too. Like, hey, Ruben can do it, and he was the fuck up, we can too, So that's how it is.
There we go again. We'll hear the word fuck up. So, Coach, you have a whole bunch of fuck ups here, man.
Yeah, he got stuff.
What's the deal? What happened? Why do you call yourself a fuck up?
Man, I was young and dumb, young and reckless. Like, man, I was just to a point where, like, man, I like the streets. Like, hey, if we can mess shit up, let's go do it. Mm-hmm. And then point to other bigger things, bigger fuck ups, to the point where we was already incarcerated. And we're like, damn, what's going on? And one way to another, I was like, something hit. And it made me realize, like, this ain't for me, and I don't want it. So it's time for me to grow up, and boxing just called my name. And I met Coach Joe Castillo, and he just blessed me up, and I'm about to fight again.
Wow. So, I mean, we hear chingazos in the past when he was growing up, and then he started off at 8. He started off very young, 150, amateur fights. I mean, you're talking about, man, out of everybody here, you're probably the one with the most experience. And tomorrow's your freaking first. I mean, on Saturday is your first pro fight. right? So, you know, you kind of deviated from the vision that you had in boxing.
Yeah, I don't down any fighter. Since I do know I have that little extra experience, so I try to spread it. I try to, it's all about love, I don't think that I'm better than anybody just because I've been in it longer. Out of those 150 fights, from 3 years old, I started fighting at the age of 8, started boxing at the age of 3, training, right? Ever since 8 till about 15 years old, man, I racked up those 150 fights. After that, I took like a 4 years off because of everything I was going through. But I do have their experience, and I like to spread that experience.
So what do we see, Marcelo, Jimmy, El Inicio, Lobo? What do you expect from boxing? What do you? I mean, let me start with you, man, because you're the one. Are you all? Anybody else? I mean, are you all married? Anybody married?
I have a girlfriend and I have a baby on the way.
You have a baby on the way, but you're still the cutie pie. You have a whole bunch of
I have ladies, separate ladies.
shingles the ladies.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
That's right. I treat every one of them like my wife. So.
With the mic. With the,
Did you get that, Victor? Okay.
They take me to dinner.
Okay. So the no sex thing, is that a myth or is that reality?
That's real.
Yeah, that's real.
That's real.
That's
So
the
what are you
realest
doing,
thing.
Marcelo? I mean,
Nothing. Just fucking.
you're just cuddling?
Yeah, just cuddling with my pillow. So that's it. That's it for right now. But after.
Wow. Okay. So yeah. So Lobo, I was gonna ask you the question because obviously you have the biggest responsibility that any has. Yours is coming. Where do you see boxing in your life?
My job, my profession. Honestly, I want to take this serious. I know I have another job. I'm a truck driver, but at the end of the day, if I make it in this sport, that's gonna be my full responsibility. My kid's gonna be here soon too. That's my opinion. That's what my baby's gonna fight too. Get some amateurs in this, and then when she wants it, she wants it. If not, it's all good.
Just let's take out the word if.
If
Okay, because you already have a name in. You're undefeated, right? And so, it's really cool to sit in front of disciplined young men that have a purpose in life. Maybe you couldn't say it 5 years ago. The only one here that really had a purpose in life was Jimmy. All of y'all, the rest of y'all were fuck ups.
correct.
Right?
I agree.
So, unless Jimmy's lying to me. No. Okay. But now you have, and I guess it's an honor to be in front of disciplined young men that already have a purpose in life. I mean, there's other people there's other guys your age. There's other guys your age that are probably more handsome than you, and they're probably getting more ladies than you. And you're here, grinding it. You're spending your time grinding it because you have a vision. Right?
Can I correct you on something?
Yeah, correct me. Shit.
I wasn't a fuck up growing up.
Okay.
My adopted mom raised me good.
Uh-huh.
I was straight A student, perfect attendance.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. No, no, ma'am. Yes, sir. No, sir. As a kid, I grew up in this program called the Young Marines. I always wanted to be in the military, right? So I did that growing up. I was very respectful, very humble little kid. I dressed like a nerd in school, got made fun of. I didn't fight because my mom taught me not to fight. My dad was the one that, they talk shit, punch them. But I wouldn't because I would listen to my mom. But when she passed away, when I turned 15, I became a fuck up. I started.
Then I was half right then.
You were half white, but
right.
I wasn't raised like that.
Well, thank you for correcting.
But yeah,
But so it was half, right?
it's half true.
All right. So predictions. And I'm not even gonna ask you because you're so freaking humble. You're not even gonna tell me predictions for Saturday. What the fuck are you gonna do?
I'm gonna get him out of there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get him out of there.
So there's 4 rounds. What are you gonna do?
Not making it past. Probably the second. Lucky. If he's lucky, maybe the third. But
Liver shot?
nah, I kind of wanna like punish him a little bit and then take him out like later on. But I kind of want to show off a little bit, but like maybe second round, later second round, early third. But it's not making it past out.
Jimmy, predictions for Saturday.
Just hopefully I get the knockout. But if anything, just outbox him. But that's about it.
Inicio, your first fight, man. What are you predicting?
Everybody's telling me I should be able to knock this kid out. I have the potential, have the skills, but my mindset isn't going in to knock this kid out. I know how to box. I know how to fight. I know how to brawl. Whatever this kid brings, I can adapt to. So I believe I do have the power to knock him out. But in the first round, I'm going in there to just box, get my distance, test him out, see what he has. If I know I can knock him out, I'll choose that in the second round, get him out of there.
All right. Lobo.
We don't get paid for overtime. We're going to go for the kill. First round. If not, second. That's how it is.
God bless, man. Y'all talking freaking code here, coach.
Hey, my coach Jesse taught me.
Overtime, no.
Chingazo time.
Wow.
Chingazo time. That's how it is.
Do you read a book, Joe? On like quotes to tell boxers and shit or what?
No, man.
He teaches us.
They freak me out, dude.
I tell you, man,
Everybody
it's
has a different,
We're just being ourselves, man.
yeah, everybody's different.
We're like the Three Musketeers.
you can't read. No, you said you're an A student. You said you were an A student, right?
Hugo, you know what freaked me out? Inicio knows how to write cursive.
Wow.
I was taught.
He's the Marine Corps. You didn't hear him?
Yeah. But do you know what cursive is?
Yeah, where you do like some little scribbly shit.
My dad, I give credit to my dad. He taught me how to write cursive at the age of 3.
Oh,
So at the age of 3, I already knew how to write cursive.
wow. Do you know how to sign your name?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't fail.
I just put Ruben. Yeah. People be freaking out in the banks too when I'm signing my checks. Like, Rubens is just like,
You write it up.
yeah, Ruben.
Like that, Ruben.
Yeah, just spell it out, Ruben.
So you don't do no cursive shit?
Hell nah.
No?
Nah. And then I'll be.
You probably put an X, no? Well, how does it feel? And I'm gonna end with this. How does it feel? We'll go down the line. I want to have a show with you because I think it's important, and I want to have a show with you, and I want to have a show with each one of you individually because I want to get deep down into. I think it's important. You might not see it, but you are, and always have that conscience that you are an example to the kids that are looking up to you, man. Seriously. So, yes, have fun. Go have your whatever, but always keep in mind that you're somebody's hero, man.
The community, bro. You're like Spider-Man. Oh, yeah. Nah, he's T90. That guy's the one, T800. He's the one that goes all crazy, psychopath.
Who?
Is T800 the one with the white, right? The silver? Oh, shit, I'm tripping. You see?
Terminator.
Oh,
You're freaking
shit.
me out, dude.
I thought it was just the Terminator.
Yeah. So what's the 1999 about?
That's my birthday.
Oh, that's your birthday?
So you won't forget.
Oh. So you won't forget?
Yeah, fucking that I have it there.
You gotta be
All right,
stable.
guys. So, to the people that are watching, we have 4 young men here. When we talk about growth, when we talk about growing, when we talk about spirituality in our lives, each person handles things differently. At this time, these kids at age 20, 21, 22 are taking on a challenger right in front of them, are taking on something that most of us don't think about. They're doing it for different reasons, because Jimmy grew up with it. It's a family tradition because Marcelo wants to show his bod to the girls. We have El Inicio that pretty much wants to come back, has that vision to come back, and is proving it with the discipline that he's bringing in every day grinding, every day coming in and working out. And of course, Ruben Lobo, the responsibility of having a family, and you know, this is a hard decision for him, saying, you know what, I'm jumping in here and I'm gonna do this for my team. There's a motivation there. There's a motivation. I see it, I feel it. And I think, guys, good luck. I think y'all are gonna do awesome on Saturday. And I think there's gonna be good things. I know Coach Magic Valley, Mid-Valley Boxing Academy has a lot of plans for you all. I know your coach, I've known him for a few years. Just to tell you that he doesn't even know how to hit a punching bag. Why are you looking over there like that, dude? No, he took on this as something that he liked at first, and then it turned into, I can tell right away. It started off as a hobby. It's turning into a life for this guy. And I know that if somebody's going to get you places, it's going to be this guy. Because he is the key. He is the entrance to anything that's coming in your future. So get ready, man. Get ready.
For sure, he's already gonna sign me with a crib, a $400,000 crib. He already told me. We already talked about it. We're ready for it, right, Coach? Yes, sir.
All right. So, and that's the way to think, man. Don't think if. No, there's no ifs here, man. So, guys, there's no ifs. Let's keep on living. Da la vuelta y vive. Thank you so much. We'll have these guys back.